January-March 1908, a new century in motion. Visuals, industrial Europe, early cars, steam engines, people in Edwardian fashion. The world in early 1908 was rapidly modernizing electricity, telephones and automobiles were transforming daily life. In the United States, President Theodore Roosevelt was preparing to leave office. In Europe, tensions between empires simmered just beneath the surface. Meanwhile, a mysterious force was silently building deep in Siberia. April-May 1908. Scientific curiosity and technological progress. Inventions of the early 1900s. Scientists at work, flying machines. Innovations were sweeping the globe. The Wright brothers had proven human flight in 1903, and by 1908, aviation experiments were taking off around the world. In Britain, the world's first fatal airplane crash occurred, revealing the risks of this new age. But far from these marvels of science, nature was about to unleash something no one had ever seen. June 30th, 1908, the Tunguska Event. Aerial shots of Siberian forest, artistic renderings of the explosion, startled villagers, fire in the sky. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion shook the skies over Tunguska, Siberia. A blinding light, followed by a thunderous boom, flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. The blast was so powerful, it shattered windows hundreds of kilometers away. People as far as Europe reportedly felt the shock. Eyewitnesses described a fiery object streaking across the sky, then exploding before hitting the ground. What caused this devastation? July-August 1908, a global mystery begins. Scientists puzzled. Russian countryside, smoke rising, map of the Tunguska region. News of the event spread slowly. Tunguska was a remote region with no roads or major settlements nearby. There were no known human casualties, but millions of trees were leveled, and wildlife vanished. Russian scientists didn't reach the site until 1927, nearly 20 years later. Theories have since emerged, including a meteor or comet exploding in the atmosphere, a volcanic gas eruption. Even early speculation about alien activity, the truth remains debated to this day. September-October 1908, a changing world order, Bosnian crisis, maps of Europe, Ottoman and Austro-Hungarian empires. While scientists pondered the Tunguska explosion, Europe was shifting politically. In October 1908, the Austro-Hungarian Empire annexed Bosnia and Herzegovina, infuriating both the Ottoman Empire and Serbia. This bold move triggered the Bosnian crisis, raising tensions that would ultimately lead to World War I. The balance of power in Europe was beginning to crumble. November-December 1908, new leaders, new movements. Roosevelt, Taft, social movements, labor protests. In the United States, William Howard Taft was elected president, succeeding Theodore Roosevelt. Meanwhile, social reform movements gained momentum worldwide. Workers demanded better rights. Suffragettes continued their fight for voting equality. In Ireland, India, and Russia, revolutionary ideas were spreading. Technology, imperial power, and rising public unrest were driving the world toward a new era. Historical significance. Timeline 1908 to 1914. World War I. Modern-day science. Meteor simulations. The year 1908 marked a turning point in modern history. The Tunguska Event remains the largest impact-related explosion ever recorded, even larger than modern nuclear blasts. It inspired decades of scientific research into asteroids, comets, and planetary defense. At the same time, the Bosnian crisis pushed Europe toward political instability and war. Socially and technologically, The world was racing into the 20th century, driven by innovation and shaken by natural and political forces. Key figures involved: photos, illustrations of Roosevelt, Taft, Franz Joseph I, Russian scientists. President Theodore Roosevelt oversaw America's rise as a global power. William Howard Taft, elected U.S. President in 1908. Emperor Franz Joseph I ordered the annexation of Bosnia, igniting diplomatic tensions. Russian scientists and eyewitnesses. Their testimonies and investigations preserved the Tunguska mystery. For history, like, share, and subscribe. For more untold stories behind the world's most extraordinary years. Comment below. What do you think caused the Tunguska explosion? A meteor, a comet, or something else entirely?